Hello, it's Kai from Paint Wing. Today I'll be going over a few of the paintings I've created in the last 4 months. I don't create my paintings in traditional sketchbooks, but I do paint on Arches block paper, mostly in cold press, but sometimes in hot. This first painting here is of a female cardinal. I get requested a lot to paint male cardinals, but I thought it'd be pretty fun to try out a female cardinal instead, and I just love their colors, look how the neutral browns mix with the bright red. This painting here is of a woodpecker. As I continue to paint with watercolors, I've been trying to loosen up a little bit more, and you'll see that with a few of these paintings. When I first started painting with watercolors, I tried to make everything very representational, but as I continue to use them, I'm more interested in what the material can do, what textures can be formed, and stuff like that. So this guy here is a European robin, and then my next painting is of a kingfisher. And I actually just posted a tutorial on how to paint this kingfisher here, if you're interested in watching that. Here are some more 8x10 paintings. Here I got a barn swallow, and then next I have an eastern bluebird. The texture turned out really well on this one. So this here's a betta fish. When I have some extra time, I've been practicing painting animals that aren't birds. Like this rabbit here. I actually have a tutorial coming up on this as well. These paintings aren't quite as loose as my watercolor birds, but that's mainly just because I'm not used to the subject matter. So here's a magpie and a nuthatch that I painted in March. And then I did make tutorials of these two. And here's a fox. I really like the drips and splotches on this one. And this here is a portrait of a great horned owl. Again, it kind of has that dripping effect going on. This one here is of a red-tailed hawk. I wanted to create a piece that was really detailed in the face, but then kind of dissolved as it went out. This piece here is of a great blue heron. For this piece, I was trying to test out my new hot press paper. This piece here is of a grebe. I'm really happy with how the wash has turned out on this one. I don't even know how I did it, but they look so good. I've been painting with watercolors for about 3 years now, and they're still just a mystery to me. Sometimes pieces turned out really lovely, and other times not so much. Here's my flamingo. Again, I got a video of me painting this one as well. And then this here's a snowy owl. I really enjoy painting white birds because you're pretty much just painting the shadows on them, and then usually I do shadows in gray or blue, but this one I decided to go for purple. And then this here is of a Sandhill Crane. And again, I am playing around with leaving white space. A ring-necked pheasant. And then this guy here is a cormorant. I didn't like this one very much when I first painted it, but now that I look back at it, I'm like, oh, it's pretty nice. And then here's another black bird. This is a raven. For a lot of my black birds, I like to add in purples and blues. And then this piece here is a little random. I don't normally do portraits, but I thought I'd try one out, and I'll probably keep practicing them in the future. Oh hey, another bird. And then lastly, we have some barn swallows on hot press paper. Alright, so that's the end of my little artwork tour. I might do another one of these in a few months. We'll see. Thank you.